All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. What are they thinking and feeling? Well, that's what the thumbnail says anyway. Let's cut the deck. Let's see what the theme energy is anyway. I won't say never. I rarely do a pre-shuffle for these, but yeah, there's a lot of love here. There is. It's just the feelings are thick. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. I got it in mind's eye, trying to push a canoe through lily pads in a pond, sort of a thing. It's really there's a lot of water here. Water, the lily pads are in water. We're in a canoe. Somebody's trying to go slow. Somebody's trying to figure out their feelings. I think. That's often the kind of energy I get there. The way I feel around that type of energy. Let's shuffle the deck. All right, what do we got here? We can move that. What the hell? All right, here we go. Let's see where we go here. I'll leave that one. There's one there somewhere. I'll leave that. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title crazy today. But if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right. Let's see where we go. What are they thinking and feeling? What do we get here? There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps. Again, I'm not your astrologer. We just split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. Pretty much everybody knows the drill at this point. The bottom of the deck, the overall energy is 7 wands. See what I'm saying? Is this... I think somebody's trying to figure out their feelings. I think we got a lot of people contemplating. In fact, when I first picked up this deck, it had the Hermit at the bottom before I did the cut. So, is that, well, no, it's not. Somebody's trying to figure out, they want to give to it, how to give to it. Right? If we step back a little bit, that somebody also wants to be in the, well, if it's a DM energy attached to you, they definitely want to be in the high position. They want to be on the high ground. So let's go. Our story starts with Aries. Position 1 ends with Pisces, position 12. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. Never mind the sign names, they're just there for placeholders. A couple of these positions are wild card spots where you guys have to show up somewhere in here. Usually it's 6 and 11, and position 4 is the hot spot. It's Cancerian energy. This cycle is Cancerian themed. If you don't know about soulmate cycles, I wrote a whole blog article about them. It's one of the top articles in my blog, sltblog.com. Go check it out. All right. Stuff I've figured out over the last 4 decades. I've got stacks of notebooks on this crap. Okay, let's do it. Let's have a Friday morning session with this crap. Here we go. Position 1, Aries. Closest related to this right here, to this crap. All right. Hangman. See what did I say? Rewind. Why am I your second favorite? I have no fucking idea. You got to place the first card right because otherwise the whole thing gets fucked up. It's a hangman. It's somebody, again, I'm not clarifying this reading. Tomorrow we ask what actions they're going to take and we clarify. This is just to give us some context. Somebody here is contemplating their feelings. They're trying to figure out the best way to give to it. They're doing a lot of deep thought, though. The Hermit was at the bottom of this deck when I first picked it up, like I said. The Hangman's a very deep energy. Somebody's perspective is changing. Yeah, I get that. But I think it's more their perspective on themselves, on the things they love. I think they're changing what they love. It's sort of like the Burger King changing what their way is. A little bit of that. This is encouraging. It's an encouraging start anyway. Let's see where we go. Position 2, Taurus. Wow. See? Come on. Look. Again, these people, someone attached to you here is spending too much time thinking about doing something and not enough time doing it. You're still there. There you are. Way off in the distance. You're still there, but it's getting faint. At this point, somebody's lost the plot. They've forgotten what happened. They've forgotten what it's all for. And that's what happens if you overthink stuff. It gets convoluted. It gets all fucked up. So somebody's self-sabotaging, stabbing themselves in the foot by overthinking. And I do think we have some of that. I am encouraged by the Hangman there, though. But I'm not encouraged by the fact, and I always tell you guys, everybody can read energy if you can see color, right? These are very similar in shading and color. I'm not encouraged by the fact that these two are tied together. The Hangman is good. Too much time in the Hangman is bad. All right? So that's all I'm saying. We might be getting close to the red zone here. All right. Gemini, position 3. Oh, it's my shorts girl. I like her. All right, here we go. 9 of Wands. Oh. Same thing. It's just this. It's like somebody almost like on a camping trip, right? I mean, it feels like it a little bit. Nines of the end in tarot. I know you want me to say that. But somebody's put up a temporary wall here while they figure something out. So what we got going on? This is just row one, but it's kind of an important row because it ties everything to the theme energy, which goes here. It's the theme energy of the soulmate cycle. Let me spread these out a little bit more. All right, so the theme energy to the soulmate cycle is here, the hot spot. It bookends our hangman. This ought to be good. I hope it's a major arcana. I don't know, but I hope it is, or a court card or something. Don't give me a minor arcana here. Everybody pray for something that's not minor arcana. Okay? See, prayers do come true. It's temperance. I love that. I took a peek. You saw me take a peek. I do. Oh, man. You guys are good. You guys are powerful manifestors right now. You just prayed a goddamn major arcana card into existence. Yeah. Again, it just backs up everything I've said about this row. The only danger is everybody's trying to figure out how they feel. Remember that Queen of Cups? I said like paddling a canoe through lily pads. If you've ever been in a pond or a swamp in a boat that you have to row or paddle, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, those fucking things, they get wrapped up in this and you think you got it, and then you got the ones that lock together and they get you caught in the front. It's like, fuck me, right? It's a bit of that. We want to make sure they don't stay too long in this. We're getting close to too long. This is encouraged. This is the most encouraging one on the row, actually, the Gemini position. It's a very temporary. This person just wants a minute to think. It's like somebody who goes, just let me think for a second. I think what's happening is the feelings are welling up. I think what's happening is we have a combination of energies in play right now. Right now, we've got Mercury, right, in Libra, and we got Venus in Virgo. Watch both of those readings and pair them together, and you'll figure out why this is here. This makes perfect sense. Now, I will say, on the it's a couple of things to point out that are interesting here. From a tarot reading perspective, right? From a way the energy is falling or the way the cards are reflecting the energy as a medium. Look at the bookends are major arcana, right? The insides are minor. See, but it's important to understand this is all wrapped up by the universe. The universe is helping out here. That's why we had the Hermit at the bottom of this when I first picked it up and all of that again. It's all divinely guided. But people can fuck it up. Right? There's all kinds of things that are divinely guided that people fuck up. There's lots of people that didn't fulfill their destiny because they chickened out, is an easy way of putting that. I hope they don't overthink this. All right, Leo, position 5. This is good. I like this. They're very protected. Your connection is very protected. Temperance is saying that there in the hot spot. Leo, position 5, the Leo soap opera. Fuck me. Oh, it's too early for the Leo soap opera, isn't it? Can we just pause this and come back later? No, I'm not going to do that. All right. Once I get working on my car, I'm going to keep doing it. All right, here we go. The Empress. That's what I'm saying. Wait, look. I know what you're saying. Steve, that's the Empress. You shouldn't be like, with that. I know I shouldn't. But the problem is, if you've been watching the Leo soap opera, you know god dang well that this person, if they get too much in their feelings, if they start thinking about you too much, they run for the hills like a scared rabbit. And this is the problem right now. Somebody's very deep. Somebody's really contemplating and thinking. And I think after this, we're not clarifying, but I think this may lead to a deep depression because the person they're with is not you. All right? Or it's not the you, if you are with this person, right, in the Leo soap opera, which you can be, you're not the person that they're not viewing you correctly. They're not feeling you correctly. So either or. Anyway, what are they thinking and feeling about you? A lot. You're the best hits in the tarot. You're the greatest thing ever. What was I thinking not going with Steve's viewer? There's a lot of that. All kinds of contemplating here. Somebody's very much in their feels here. That's I don't like that in that energy. It scares this person. All right? It does. It makes them fall back on old ways. And there's a lot of that in the energy too. Falling back on old habits and things. Okay. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card, sometimes you guys show up here. Page of Cups. Well, it's not really you guys, is it? You have an do I want to call it an apology? Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's an apology. If I'm just picking a word. Okay, it's something you thought would never happen. Snowball's chance in hell when pigs fucking fly. All right, it's something. It's an apology that's been just hanging around for a while. Whenever I'm drawn to this shit up here with the pigs flying and the feet and all that, it feels like you have somebody who's thinking this is not you guys showing up here, so you'll probably show up in position 11 or one of these other ones. But I've got somebody who feels like they owe you an apology. All right, and I think it's been hanging around a while. I think it's something they've been meaning to do for a long time. So if this will resonate with you, it doesn't have to. You don't even have to be a Virgo. I'm not your astrologer, and this ain't your fucking horoscope. But in position 6, if you've got somebody that's been just hanging around on the periphery, you're probably going to make up. You might not make up. It's somebody you had a problem with. It doesn't feel like a very strong soulmate, but it feels like an important friend, or a favorite cousin kind of a thing. It's not even a really close family member. It's a cousin at best. And you might say, well, cousins are closely related, Steve. Really? Not really. You only share about 15% DNA with a first cousin. You can get married in most states. It's not really, you shouldn't, but it's not really that close. Although they did have that show, the Patty Duke thing back in this, where they were identical cousins. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, it's might be a second cousin twice removed, if that makes you feel better. All right. It's an apology you thought would never come. Somebody's thinking about making it. Might surprise you. Who knows? Position 7, Libra. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Somebody's all fucked up over you. Somebody feels like they can't get rid of you. I'm offended for you. I'm offended for you. Somebody feels like they can't get rid of you, like old Sarah Gilbert here trying to get rid of these crows, but they're tied to her. Sarah, they're tied to you. Stop it. I don't know. It just feels to me like feels like they can't get rid of you. Now, I don't necessarily know if it's physical, the way these crows are, or if it's emotional. It's probably emotional with the Queen of Cups and the theme energy and everything we've been talking about. I think somebody's trying, rather than approach you about their feelings, they're trying to get rid of the feelings. Good luck with that. Those crows are going nowhere. Okay? Good luck with that. All right. I don't think they're going to be able to, which means you've probably got a communication coming sometime in the future with somebody who might show up a little frustrated, and you're like, well, what the fuck are you taking it out on me for? Sounds like your problem. If you're trying to get rid of me, I don't know. I'm offended for you. I don't think somebody should be trying to unfeel you. Okay? Position 8. Let's move these up a little bit. I'm going to run out of space here. No, I'm not. Position 8, my hot Scorpios. What do we get? 7 of Pentacles. It's boring energy. It's really boring. It's that anticipation. They used to do this for, I think it was Heinz Ketchup back in the 80s. They had a commercial and they used the song Anticipation. And it was because it was really thick and it poured real slow and somebody was waiting to eat their fucking burger, but this damn thing was taking forever to come out, kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. I think somebody may be, I feel like you don't know about this. Somebody may be waiting on you to make a decision and you don't know about it. Or I don't know, somebody's on pins and needles over you. You'd know what that's about. I can't pinpoint it. Every pun intended, right? I can't pinpoint it because it's for too many people. But somebody's on pins and needles over you. What will you do? What will Steve's viewer in position 8 do? I don't know. Are you keeping somebody in suspense? Is there somebody waiting for your response on something? This could be as simple as you're a teacher and you're grading tests and you got a bunch of students waiting to get their grade and they're all nervous. It could be that. I'm just reading energy. I don't know. It is Steve's Love Tarot, so those students you're probably like the hot teacher, but I don't know, Okay, it's boring energy. Keep them waiting. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I think you could have some fun with that energy and keep them waiting. All right, let's see where we go. That's kind of sadistic, but anyway. All right, Sagittarius, position 9. My Sagittarians. So, sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. Always something interesting. This is always for a lot more people than think. Okay, please don't pay attention to the signs here. This is just position 9. I'm slicing a soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. You could slice any cycle into 12 pieces. We slice every cycle into 12 pieces. Hell, we slice the zodiac into 12 pieces. It's easier to break down. It has a meaning. It has a purpose. It's a reason. 3 is the most important number in the universe. 2 plus 1 is 3. It's got a lot. There's a lot of reasons for it. But anyway, 12 sliced pie. Just position 9 here, all right? Because I knew it was going to be something. Ace of Cups, and it's tied. I kept looking at these tits. It's tied to the damn Empress in some way. Somebody's falling in love with you. No, I'm just going to say it straight up. Somebody, it's not your fucking runner, right? It's probably not your cousin either. Don't worry about it. Somebody's falling in love with you, hard, big time. But it's physical. I said, I don't say anything or joke about anything that's not in these readings. I said I'm drawn to the tits. What did I say? It's feedbacking off the Empress, and I'm drawn to the tits. I'm drawn to the look. Try to get a look at the nipple there. Right? It's very physical. It's not. They don't understand the depth of you. They're just skimming the surface. This is skimming off the surface here. Okay? You'll spot this. I don't know what actions they're going to take. We find out tomorrow. But usually these types of things play out with somebody trying to touch you too much, playing a little bit, or giving you a little too much attention, right? Or agreeing with you too much. That too. Okay. Anyway, well, good for you. I mean, they are nice. I mean, all right, I'm in. You know, Capricorn, position 10. Position 10. The King of Cups. Yeah, somebody's not. This is only, look, this is only for a few. This is very specific. Okay, this is only for the few of you that might have started seeing somebody new. You've been on a first date with somebody new. It's somebody new. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, they're playing it cool. They're full of shit. All right, they are batshit crazy. It's feedbacking all right here. All right. They're much more attracted than they let on. In fact, and I know somebody out there saying, yeah, but Steve, they said no to a second date. Yeah, they might. That's bullshit. All right? Be a little bit persistent if you like them. If you don't care, let it go. Let them swing in the wind. But somebody here has way more freaking feelings for you than they let on. Okay? It feels new. It feels like you had a first date with them. You like them, but they didn't seem to like you, kind of a thing. Oh, that's total bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Position 11. Sometimes you guys show up here. You might. You haven't shown up really anywhere. It's been incoming energy pretty much for the most part. Position 11, Aquarius. You're going by the signs, which you shouldn't be for me, but whatever. I knew it was going to be big. See? You guys are showing. Here you are. Look, that's all I have to say. What are people, why is everybody so fucking worried about you here? Why is this guy like that? Why she got to go think? Why she got to go camping for a weekend and think? Nice shorts, by the way. Why is everybody contemplating, trying to get a new view on how they feel about things? Right? Why is this person feeling your tits? Why is this person into that? Why is this person trying to shake these emotions? Why? Because you're the guru. You're coming across like this. This is it. This is how I'm going to read the card. It's how I'm going to read the energy. It's how it's coming off. You're somehow intimidating in some way. I don't know how. I mean, I don't necessarily mean spiritual. You could be really good at, anytime you're really good at what you do or better than a group of other people, they're intimidated by you. Okay? So I don't know. Maybe, you're the best lawyer in the room and everybody else kind of cowers away to it. I don't know. Somebody here is intimidated by the way you love. We'll keep it Steve's Love Tarot. But somebody here is intimidated by the way you love a little bit. Or intimidated by their feelings for you or something along those lines. You're a bit of a guru type energy, and that's making some people around you have to think and reassess what's going on. We'll see what actions they're going to take tomorrow in the weekly reading, which we do the same thing and we clarify. But keep in mind, that's you right now. Use this power wisely. All right? Don't fuck around with it. Don't prove them wrong. You want to try to continue. You want to propagate this energy. All right? You want to keep that energy going. All right. I think you're better at love than they are on that better than front. Right? Okay. All right. Let's see where we go here. Position 12, Pisces. Always read with 1 and 5. I don't know why 5, but this is encouraging. Right? Well, what could it mean so far? Right? Position. The end of the story here. This is a story. The end of a good story always ties the front together, right? The beginning ties to the end in some way. So that, sometimes it's a little, well, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen? Oh, well, that's what happened, right? It's a bit of that. So again, this is for a lot of people watching. You don't have to be a Pisces. This is a very strong energy in this soulmate cycle. That being said, there's a lot of destiny tied to the Pisces position, especially right now, So that being said, you got a hangman, somebody really changing their perspective on how they feel, why they love, how they love. And I've got this physical attraction here, but I've also got a lot of deep emotion as I tie it to this. It's more physical attraction when I tie it to the Ace of Cups, but as it ties here, it's deep, deep. Maybe somebody's seeing you for more than just your tits right now in this position. Or they will eventually. They are now just seeing that, but they will eventually go deeper. I don't know. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Yeah, you're jamming them up. It's exactly what I said. Somebody here is overthinking. This ties to everything I said over here and a warning of overthinking. You jam things up, you make mountains out of molehills. Somebody's making mountains out of molehills. Well, I know, and that's not a dig on your tits. All right? I wasn't trying to say that. I wasn't trying to say, hey, Steve, I'm double A. Don't fuck with me. I got you. Okay? I understand. That's not what I meant. I meant in their emotions. They're making mountains out of molehills. All right? I wish I could clarify that card. I want to. There's an inevitable argument that you have coming with somebody. I've told you this before in this position, and this applies to a lot of you. They see it their way, you see it yours. I think the way they see it, how something played out between you two, might irritate you a bit. Try to let it be water off a duck's back. I don't know. We'll find out what actions they're going to take tomorrow, but that's just the way I see it. Somebody's very confused. They're going deeper in their feelings for you than they ever have, and it's causing them to reflect on everything, which is resulting in about, if you want a picture of it, that. Or some sort of camping trip. Okay, where they need to figure it out. So somebody's trying to figure something out in relation to you. Could be a friend, could be a family member, could be your runner. This is a very mild energy. It could be a deep, deep soulmate. It might be you're mistaken. It might be someone you thought was a deep soulmate that you realize they're not. Now they realize that they're a deep soulmate, but you've figured out that they're not, and you need to correct them on that. It could play out 1,000 different ways. All right, let's have the universe add this up. 12 cards here. Add it up. 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's go. Add it up for me. Let's see where we're at. 3 cards and a bottom card. What are they thinking and feeling? Give me something new here. Give me something on this Hierophant. I know I can't clarify, but I can ask. I can ask. I don't know whether I get, but I can ask it to focus here on you. All right? Give me 3 cards and a bottom card on my viewers. I know, a little bit. A little bit more why they reflect as Hierophant. And the only spot they reflected in this reading, other than the fact that they see you as that Empress energy. You are showing up as the Empress. But your energy feels like this guy. That's scary. It's trippy. Even if you're not, it's sort of like, even if you're not very religious, right? Even if it's not your religion kind of a thing, let's say Catholic or something like that. It's not your religion. You're not a very religious person. Meeting somebody on a high level, like a bishop or something like that, or a high priest, like the Hierophant is, with all the garb and the things they've got on and the big chains around their neck and standing next to a bowl of holy water and they shake your hand, you can't help but sort of feel something there. It may all be psychological for you in that instance, but there is an energy attached to somebody like that. Like energy attracts like energy. They attract powerful energies. Some of them abuse that power and some of them don't. But you're exuding that sort of energy. Okay, I just want to point that out so you use it wisely. And as I say that, we didn't look here. It's the Emperor at the bottom. When I pull on this is Look how he's sitting here and he's got all the stuff and the people are out there. It's just this, you're very powerful right now is what this is saying. The environmental energy, if I were to put, technically I'm almost clarifying the Hierophant, it would be crossed by the Emperor. The Hierophant crossed by the Emperor is one powerful thing. It's what I just described to you before I even knew that was there. All right? It's important that you understand and you respect that energy a little bit. Because when it goes wrong, it goes way wrong. Right? When the guru goes wrong, it goes way wrong. Think about cult leaders. When they go wrong, what happens? Right? Terrible stuff. You see it on the news, FBI choppers flying over, stuff like that. When they go, when the batshit crazy gets a little catawampus. Right? It's a bit of that. Right? Nine of Wands. Look at this. The center card, the base energy. Right? So it'd be right there. Emperor. Emperor crossing the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? The High Priestess, right? This is the High Priest. This is the High Priestess. You got a lot. There's a lot of energy here, you guys, in 10 Swords. A period of nothing happening. A period of people putting up walls is coming down. We're coming into a phase. These walls are coming down. We're about to move into a new phase here. A phase where I think you're respected by somebody who didn't respect you before. Maybe a lot of somebodies. I'll just single it out as one person, because there's a higher level energy that is here. You have a divine couple that's been blocked. Some sort of divine counterpart that's been blocked. That's coming to an end. We're moving into a phase where you're interacting with with that energy. Your two energies are interacting. All right. Right now, it's very intimidating. Walls are up. Right? It might be making some of the people around you feel like it's over, like they don't have a shot. Sometimes you think, if your energy feels really high up, somebody figures they don't have a chance at you anyway. So there could be some defeatist attitude happening in here, which would be self-sabotage a little bit. It's temporary. It's no big deal. It's nothing to worry about. All right? That's your reading. Tomorrow, we ask what actions they're likely to take. This is our context. And we do clarify. So it should be interesting. That's your reading. Good luck.